Hello and welcome to another segment of KONE Conversations, a podcast featuring one-on-one interviews with various employees and subject matter experts from KONE, a global leader in the elevator and escalator industry. I'm Kevin Metz. On a frequent basis, we have the opportunity to sit down with key players, those in the field and behind the scenes, to deliver unique insights and perspectives from KONE. On this episode, we're joined by Gérald Richard, District Vice President in Eastern Canada for KONE. Welcome. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Kevin.
First and foremost, we always like to provide listeners a description of what your specific role at KONE is like, in addition to what day-to-day things you see and experience.
Sure, Kevin. So, at the start of 2020, Canadian elevator business has merged two districts into one. Okay, and therefore I've expanded my leadership coverage to the Ontario market, which is brand new to me. I've been in the industry for quite some time. So my day-to-day action is to ensure that the team is aligned and collaborates together. Okay, in order to maximize the use of our competencies. And the reason why is to deliver best and possible safe experience to our customer across our new district. Action such as sharing best safety practices, sharing technical expertise, frontline ambassador behaviors, best administrative practices are my main objective to make sure that that is happening on a day-to-day basis and that team members feel appreciated to participate in the best possible outcome. From a growth standpoint, only smart growth is acceptable to this team.
Bringing two districts together, the employee is paramount in having that outstanding experience and ensuring that our customers are also well taken care of. This has been a challenging year, social distancing, even up in Canada. How has your team been able to connect and engage with customers during this time?
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Very challenging. So from a customer face-to-face perspective, it has been challenging, considering COVID. But the use of our tools, Teams technology, conference have taken over definitely and kept us in close contact with our customers. And the positive outcome is definitely our KOL platform and 24/7 connected services. I'd like to share maybe a little story about 24/7 that happened recently. A customer of ours, provided us the feedback following a call that was generated by the 24/7 connected services on the units that we've installed a year ago, KONE elevators. And the system generated a call without him knowing. He's responsible for the condo association, and he witnessed that our technician went on site following the call generation, fixed the problem, and he received an email confirming that the elevator was back in service. All of this while some of his partners or condo owners had told him the previous day that he should call KONE up because the elevator was acting up. But unfortunately, because his wife had a medical appointment, he had forgotten. But he surely, based on receiving that email confirming that the unit was back in service, was a great deal to him. So he called us up and thanked us for that. So 24/7 connected service is a great initiative for us and the customers. The one thing I did witness as well with our GM is utilizing our large training room to meet face-to-face with customer while respecting the KONE building entry protocol and distancing. Also making use of 2020 customer loyalty feedback provided us another leverage to stay connected with our customer in order to discuss ratings, and with that understanding our opportunities to improve.
Yes, I know we were able to speak the last KONE Conversations about the customer survey. And I have some feedback here from your area as well. What can you say that you've learned, or what has been on the minds of customers throughout the region?
considering the COVID constraints and challenge within their buildings. So a lot of customers were inquiring about the well-being solutions, how to educate their tenants on reducing the capacity of their cabins. The one hot topic was also flexible scheduling maintenance program. I'd like to elaborate a bit on this. Is that, as an example, the retail sector, when it was shut down for a couple of months, our customers were asking to come in to perform the annuals, so that when they do get up and running, we're not, and they have to recoup some time there in terms of uptime, that we don't disturb their business. So hand in hand with our customers, we worked at scheduling, some major repairs, and that was well appreciated from them. Customer loyalty feedback, again, communication. Branch have created their own specific plans to address, 2 or 3 ticket items that are real irritant for our customers.
Well, I think it's the $1 million question these days, and I have to ask you, given your role, but what do you think the building of the future will look like in Canada? And what are you seeing customers now incorporate into their existing structures or in their future plans?
That's a very, very, very good question. So the way I see things is that traditionally elevators traffic would occur, like early mornings and end of the day. If you look at the office segment, the residential segment, now considering possible future flex workplaces and hours, to me, traffic flow will be ongoing from start in the morning to end of the day. With reduced cab occupancies, this will definitely increase the usage of assets, and by that reduce lifespan. So I think from a customer perspective, we will have to, help them, to perhaps budget sooner repairs and modernization. So another aspect where I think we're going to see some changes definitely in building designs, where increased focus on crowd prevention with regards to people flow, incorporating health and well-being solution from the get-go. I mean, at the installation phase of the industry. So products such as destination controls, touchless solution, air purifier. So I think those things will be now think about beforehand, and of course the industry will permit the add-ons as we go along, but I think that's going to be a big game changer for the industry move forward.
It certainly begs the need to stay close to customers throughout the entire process as they are installing or specifying these new technologies. Gérald, many thanks for joining us today. That's actually all the time we have. I really appreciate you sharing your insights and expertise from Eastern Canada.
Thank you very much, Kevin, and thanks again for having me.
Listeners, be sure to visit kone.us and our YouTube channel for an archived copy of today's episode, and for more information on the KONE solutions, technology, and innovations discussed today. Check out our social media channels for more information on upcoming guests of future podcasts. I'm Kevin Metz. Thanks for being here, and join us again for more KONE Conversations.